Bar-barian shirt on. You know you got to do that.
I just came from working out, man. You like this.
Alright, that's what it is.
Yeah, come on, this how I like to do that.
So what's been up, Zef?
A lot has changed, man, since the last interview. But first, I want to finish that story with B-Rock.
Okay.
And when B-Rock seeing me come down every weekend, seeing the different plates on my car, he didn't know I lived in Massachusetts. So he was just amazed by me actually driving every weekend just to come and work out, renting a car just to come and work out. So after he seen that, he was like, now I see why, you know, how you take it so seriously. I can understand when people, you know, doing like half-ass shit, you get offended. So like I said, a lot has changed since the last interview. Like, I noticed that people are more offended by the offended than the offender. Meaning, a person could be saying like they're the best, cursing, carrying on, putting down another man. No one says nothing to that person. But as soon as somebody comments on that person, that's when they get offended at the person making the comment. That makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to point out what's wrong, what I think is wrong, and then people quick to attack me like, who am I to say this and say that? But at the same time, they're not approaching the person who's doing the wrong. And that makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. So that's why I said people are more offended by the offended than the offender. And this game is crazy.
Yes, it is.
So it just changed my outlook. I'm not going to say anything anymore. I'm just going to work on the progression of the ball commission and where we're headed. Everything else, I don't care what a person wants to name themselves, what they want to do on the ball. I could care less because I'm not going to be, you know, one of the only ones just fighting to keep integrity in this thing. Like, nah.
But you know what, man? I keep it real, man. It ain't the fact about the comment and nothing like that, man. It's just that some dudes can't accept criticism. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't, like you said, your dedication and all that. People don't understand what people put into this, man. They get to the level they are. It ain't like they started today, or you know what I'm saying, a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, man. We've been doing it for years, man. And by doing it for years, you know what I'm saying, they developed a love for the game, for real, man. It's like basketball. You know what I'm saying? You remember Jordan. Jordan didn't come back for he didn't come back for the money or nothing like that. He came back for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand, man, that it's not only, you know what I'm saying, about what you can do, you know what I'm saying? It's about how you do it, you know what I'm saying? And your respect for the game at the same time. Because you don't want anybody coming in and doing half-ass things, you know what I'm saying? And you sitting here breaking your neck, you know what I'm saying, making it look the way it's supposed to look, clean, because every move is supposed to be clean and deliberate. You ain't supposed to do it when you. This is another key for individuals that don't understand where we're really getting at. What we're getting at is you do something, man. You're supposed to do it to the best, not half-ass. You know what I'm saying? You can't come and say, okay, well, I'm the best basketball player in the world, and you can't make a jump shot, or you can't lay it up. You can't do the basic things, man. It don't make no sense. You know, so I understand what you're saying, man, but regardless of what you say, whatever, man, it's always gonna be somebody that don't like it, man.
Exactly.
Even if it's the most positive thing that you said in your life, man, dudes ain't gonna like it, man. You know, so I never heard you say nothing wrong toward anybody, man. What you said was straight cold fact, like yo. And then not only that, you said it in the way where you was pulling people's coats. It ain't like you saying in a way that's disrespectful. It's like yo, young blood. You know what I'm saying? You need, you know what I'm saying, to tighten this up a little bit. That's all.
That's all.
Just tighten this up a little bit.
I'm willing to work with them. You understand? It's like, but you gotta be respectful also. You understand? I have a lot of respect for everybody who's been doing this before me. That's how I grew up. I always respect my seniors. You understand? Beast could tell me, yo, Zef, your style is garbage. You know, you suck. Whatever. He could tell me all that, and I wouldn't say nothing back to the man. You understand? Because I respect him that much that he's been doing this long. You understand? I would never come back at him like whatever. I just work on my game. You understand? I work on getting my skills up to par where he can accept it. And that's how it should be. You understand? Somebody's telling you something. If I criticize you and I'm trying to help you, you don't take that as negativity. That's more positive than anything. That's more positive than saying, oh, you did your thing, yeah, you doing it good, while you there shaking and doing something. You'd rather that? You'd rather somebody lie to you and say that you're doing it good when you're not? How you gonna get better? Understand? I'm not like the other dudes, you know. I'm not gonna keep. I see you doing it wrong, and oh, that's good, that's good.
Praise,
you understand?
I understand.
To make myself look better, to keep you below. I want you on the same level as me or higher than me. That's gonna make me go high.
Yeah, because we gotta pass this game on, man. We have to pass it on because we ain't gonna be able to do this forever, man.
Exactly.
Man, so we gotta pass it on.
Exactly.
You know, just bring them up to speed. You know, because during the last interview we had was primarily when Big was trying to get the video together, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the competition video together. Now, you know what I'm saying, he done put the video out there and all that, you know. And a couple of people seen it and some people didn't, you know. But for the ones that seen it, you know what I'm saying, I know that so far the people that I spoke to, they said there's a lot of footage that they didn't put inside there, man. You know, so what do you feel about that, man?
Really, that situation right there, I really don't want to comment too much because I wasn't there. But from what I seen, you know, Hit was right. From what I seen, everything Hit that said was on that tape. Even stuff that they said wasn't put on tape, enough was on tape to prove that Hit was telling the truth. And people attacked him also. Like, Hit wasn't lying and people attacked the man. You understand? It's like this, like, if I call you to come battle me, I say, Plum, let's have a battle. Meet me at so-and-so. Alright, you come, prepared. You step to me like, yo, Zeph, what's up? And I say, yo, Biggie, my nephew. I sent my little nephew to battle you. How would you feel? How would you, how would you react?
That's an insult.
Yeah, that's a disrespect. You understand? I'm a grown man. You gonna send your boy for me? Like, that's a slap in the face. Like, I wouldn't do that. You understand? Personally, my nephew knows better. He would never do that. He would never challenge anyone, anyone in his team. You understand? He would never do that. Every time I brought my nephew Biggie to a competition, he asked me first before he go on the ball. You understand? And that's how I grew him up. That's how I grew up. You understand? These people, certain dudes, they don't live by a certain code, you understand? It's all good for them, but that's not the way how I do it. You understand? My nephew is gonna grow up a certain way.
Yeah, I understand.
You understand? You don't do that, man. Like, that's why I never claim to be the best. I don't want to even be the best. I just try my best. Everything I do, I try my best. And that's how it should be. As long as you do your best, you don't gotta be like doing 20 muscle ups, whatever. As long as you put all your effort into something, that's good enough for me. That means more to me.
Because there's always room for progression, man.
Exactly.
As long as you being true to it. Like, if you know that you could do 5, don't say I can just do 4. You know you can do 5, but you're scared to do the 5th one because you think you're gonna fall on your face. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Go as far as you can go, man.
Yeah, you achieve your goal. You start from the floor. You say I'm gonna get up there and do 5. You get up there and you do that 5, no matter what it takes. You know, charge up, get down, charge up, do that 5, finish that off. You know, that competition on, it's a learning experience for us. You know, next year is gonna be better. But that's it. It is what it is, man. Like, I can only concentrate on us, you know. The World Commission. Everybody could do them, you know. More power to them. You understand? That's what's gonna separate us. I guarantee.
In the long run, that's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna separate us. I'm not gonna say nothing anymore. You doing whatever you want to do. You doing half dips, whatever. I'm not saying nothing no more, cause they're gonna look at me as, oh, Zeph is negative, or he's telling that guy he can't do that.
Yeah, you know what, man? The thing about it.